My HOA president used our community betterment money for his own personal expenses, not knowing we knew about it. When my wife and I bought our first house, we thought we'd finally found our dream neighborhood, until we met the HOA president, Carl, who was basically a dictator in a polo shirt. Everyone hated him, but he had been in charge for years, fining people over nonsense like grass being too tall, or trash cans being out for 5 extra minutes. Carl had it out for me from day one. The first week in, I got a $50 fine for parking slightly crooked. A few days later, another fine for having visible weeds. He even took a tape measure to my mailbox to claim it was an inch too high. Every time I saw his smug face, I wanted to scream. Then I found my golden ticket. I started chatting with neighbors, and one guy mentioned that HOA fees had been creeping up, but the community pool was still falling apart, and the new security cameras Carl promised never showed up. That got me thinking. I did some digging and got my hands on HOA financial records. Carl had been using HOA funds for business expenses, like steakhouse dinners, luxury car rentals, and even a vacation in Hawaii. I printed everything out, put it in anonymous envelopes, and sent copies to every homeowner. I also may have forwarded a copy to the state HOA oversight board. The neighborhood exploded. People were furious. At the next HOA meeting, Carl walked in with his usual smugness, but the second people started waving his business expenses in his face, the smirk disappeared. He tried to backpedal, but it was too late. He resigned for personal reasons the next day. A month later, his house went up for sale.